In this video, I will be discussing the signs and symptoms, diagnosis, and recovery process of a quadriceps tendon rupture. So, what is a quadriceps tendon rupture? It can be defined as a rare injury that involves a partial tear or a complete rupture of the quadriceps femoris tendon, which is the structure that connects the four quadriceps muscles to the patella. On the left of this slide, you can see a healthy quadriceps tendon, and on the right, you can see a quadriceps tendon that has been completely ruptured. Before we go any further in discussing this injury, it's important to discuss the anatomy related to it. So, the quadriceps muscle group is made up of four muscles: the rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and vastus intermedius, which can be seen on the top part of the picture on the screen. Together, they are responsible for knee extension, and the rectus femoris is also involved in hip flexion due to its origin on the hip instead of on the femur. The quadriceps tendon then connects to the base of the quadriceps muscles. It then goes on to connect to the patella bone or kneecap, which can be seen in the center of this picture. And then the patellar tendon runs inferiorly off of that bone. Finally, the patellar tendon connects to the tibial tuberosity, which is located on the medial side of the tibia. The tibial tuberosity is the insertion point for the quadriceps muscles. So, what can cause a quadriceps tendon to tear? The first option is an acute injury, which is much more common, and which is when the tendon is torn after a single instant of the knee being in a bad position. It can be the result of a high-impact action combined with a bad landing, where too much load is placed on the flexed knee while the foot remains planted, or when too much force is placed on the anterior knee at one time. The other option is that this could be a chronic injury, which is much less common, but it's when the tendon finally tears after it has become gradually weakened over time. This is much more likely in people suffering from chronic diseases, which include renal failure, leukemia, rheumatoid arthritis, and diabetes mellitus, all of which negatively affect tendon strength. Additionally, recent case studies have linked corticosteroid abuse, especially in bodybuilders, to chronic tendon rupture. Overall, the people who are most likely to suffer from a quadriceps tendon tear are males who are greater than 40 years old.
Created using Powtoon.